Alright guys, so I went to cook my meal here. Wonderful meal. And I noticed that the oven smelled like something was burning. And opened it up, found that. It's broken off back there. It's still glowing there. It says it's off, so we're gonna end up hear my kids screaming in the background. We're gonna end up oh yeah, it's just cooking. So we're gonna, after my meal, I'm gonna shut the breaker off and see what we can find. Should just be a couple of screws back here. So I've never actually done one of these before, but you know, it's really just two wires, and you know, I'm kind of at a point where I have to fix it instead of just running out and getting a new one. Alright, so as you see, I got the screws out, and I got to get to it from the back side. Alright, so I got it pulled out, got it unplugged. Even though I have the breaker off, it's still a good idea. So this right here is the heater element. So I just have to unhook these wires and you know, get it going. You know, as you can see, the reason, let's see, maybe you can't see, hang on. So this is the power coming in, right? And since it's 220, it needs to cycle back and forth. So what was happening was power was going straight up to the one side, the big side that was burning. And then they're using this yellow wire as a kind of a control. So once it opens up, it would then it would turn on. So, but since this was just getting straight power, and it was probably grounding out a little bit in there, that's why it was just burning up. We don't do a lot of eating out, so this is kind of a, especially, you know, now with my situation, it's kind of a integral part of the family. Big moment. What I've found out is it's always good to have the part with you if you go and try and get it. Auto parts, appliance parts, any kind of part. If you can get it out first, it'll alleviate a lot of questions. Was it this model or that model? Or you can just look at the part and find out, okay, that's it or that's not it. So if you can, always try and do that. I mean, I wrote down the serial number, I wrote down the part number or the model number, so I think I have all the information, but it, without a doubt, helped me out in the long run. Okay. Alright, well, here's the new one. It's all in one piece. Came with a couple of screws for the ends there. And this is $35 after taxes. You know, I looked online, what I came up with was anywhere from $10 to
$20, but you know, whatever shipping ended up being, or whatever, you know, however many days it took to get there without the use of this oven, and possibly going out to eat, and you know, that all kind of adds up. So getting it right then and there for $10 extra was worth it for me. Alright, let's put this thing in. Alright, so there it is. Tuck all that back in there. Using the new screws. Probably a good idea to hold this while you're tightening up the screw so it doesn't bend that, and then you got another problem. Alright, and we're just gonna plug it in and put it all back into place and see what happens. Alright, so it's all put back in, it's plugged in. That was a good sign. Let's open this up. Why not? And it is already getting hot. It's got a little burning off there. You know, I asked the guy, I say, hey, do I have to do anything, you know, before I put it in? He's like, nope, just put it in. So I may let this heat up a little bit. I'm going to try and straighten it back out. It's a little lower than there, lower there than over there, but other than that, it's working. Alright, so I'm going to put the racks back in and let that burn off a little bit, and thanks for helping me fix the oven.